Chasing Tales, Episode 30, The Nothing.
Last time on Chasing Tales, Sarah found out she is pregnant. Will Pink go through with the plan, or will Sarah and Will have reason to celebrate?
Pink and Aislinn walk to Lachesis' office. She stands alone, going over the notes on a holographic display.
Welcome back. I lost a bet because of you, but I'm glad you are home.
They got you too, huh?
Lachesis blushes across her middle-aged face.
I heard you broke a clock.
No, it just behaved differently than designed is all.
That seems to be happening a lot around here lately. You are glowing very brightly. Let's see where you sit.
Pink places her hand on the scanner.
Helga Holtzfaller, Level 6, Agent of Order. Standard spells ready. Please approve.
Domir Lachesis. Changes approved.
Voice authorization recognized. Please enjoy your upgrades.
I have something I think you will want to see.
Lachesis shifts to her younger self. Nye blinks sweetly at Pink. This aspect is probably about 9 years old.
Come on, let's go riding the boat.
Nye pulls Pink along by two of her fingers.
I want you to see something. We'll be back, Aislinn.
Nye opens a portal. Pink watches her long shiny black hair glisten in the breeze. They step through. All around them is an inky darkness. A light comes on from above out of nowhere. In the light there is a female body. She has dark hair and eyes. She is taller than Pink is used to be, maybe 5'6". Her proportions are attractive, but not outstanding. Nye taps the body to wake it up. It mindlessly turns its eyes to Pink and smiles.
Is this for me?
Uh-huh. I made it for you. Do you like it? Should I make her curvy?
Oh no, she seems perfectly ordinary. I love it.
Try her on.
Pink steps into the body and shakes the limbs to get used to the feeling of being incarnate again.
Walk around to test it out, and we'll make any changes you need.
Can I have it scanned?
Nye laughs sweetly. She produces a scanner and sweeps it over her. She shows her the plotting. Pink nods her head, satisfied with the math.
We going back now?
Not yet. I have one more thing to show you.
A small boat meant for two coasts up the newly forming mist. They get in. They glide in the boat quietly for some time. With no landmarks, it's hard to tell just how far they've gone or just how far they're going. Pink looks out into the darkness.
Nye, do you think this problem wouldn't be better served by someone stronger?
You have only one level to go before you leave us. You've done this faster than anybody. So that shows there is hope.
Don't you think I missed something by moving so quickly?
You have learned more than you think.
What do you mean?
Think about how you used to be. You used to wait till the last minute. You thought mostly of yourself. You're more careful now. You've also learned to be a team player. You rely on the skills of your friends and think about their safety in your plans. That's just what we need for this mission.
Pink looks out again, a 1,000-mile stare through her new eyes. Small light rises before them like the sun, but nothing gets brighter. There's only less void.
What is that?
That's why we're here.
The boat stops and they get out. There's a clear line where the void ends. Here it is all white. Nye leans down as if to harvest it with her void scoop. It tinks against the solid white surface.
What's it mean?
Something is gobbling up the void. It doesn't make them all fast enough to keep up with whatever they are building.
Isn't this the barrier between our system and the next one?
Uh-huh. When you harvest, you gotta be careful not to take too much. But somebody's stealing it. A lot of it. Someone is building something big. Once it's gone, we can't make anything new in this system.
If we can't create anything new, maintaining the system won't be possible.
Yep, this system and all of us will go back to the void. We need you to find out who or what is doing it and why. And together, we will find a way to fix it. No one is wanting you to kill an outsider. We just need you to figure out the story and report back. Your team will get you set up for that.
So what do we already know?
only that he is an outsider with expansion on his mind.
Nye pushes into the nothing with her portal. Pink can see the outsider's realm. It is more primitive than their system, but there is a beautiful simplicity to it.
Can I get a surveillance token?
Sure.
Nye hands her a crystal. Pink sinks it with her personal crystal and flings it through the portal as it closes. Pink and Nye go back to the boat. Pink holds up her crystal to watch the display. It shows her the information in strips of running numbers. She calls Otto.
Yeah, what do you need?
I'm sending you a crystal tuned to a surveillance token. Could you record the data for me so we can go over it again later?
You got it, Pink.
I think I have what I need, Nye. We can go back if you don't have something else.
They take the boat back. Pink is pensively silent. Nye opens the portal and they stand in Lakeisha's office. Pink notices the table is shifting in soft, barely discernible whispers.
What's happening to the table?
Nye shifts back to Lakeisha, who rushes to watch it. She calls for Thane and he appears.
Thane.
Yeah, let me stop this before it does more damage.
What in the Gordian knot is going on here?
Aislinn notices Pink in her new body. Is this the new shape? I like it.
Nye made it for me. Ace,
Yeah.
could you take this crystal to the villa and give it to Otto?
Yes, ma'am.
And could you port me Earthside? I have to check in at the club. I'll call you when I'm ready to come back.
Sure thing, Pink.
It's Sally now.
Aislinn opens a portal. All right then, Sally. Off you go. Aislinn ports to the villa. The hall is quiet. He stands around waiting. Quint suddenly appears.
Ah, Aislinn, welcome home.
I need to talk to Otto. Is he around?
Right this way.
Aislinn holds the transmission crystal in his hand as they navigate the marbled halls of the place. When they come into the room, Otto is crouched over a machine, fiddling about.
Aislinn is here to see you.
Thank you, Quint. Have you got the crystal, Aislinn?
Right here. Otto plugs into the machine and the screen lights up with rows of running numbers. They fly by faster than Otto can read them. The warning light blinks from the console. Otto turns a little dial and it stops, but the numbers are going so fast now the screen is a solid glowing white. The warning light comes on again. He adjusts it again, but the light goes from blinking to solid. Otto steps in front of Aislinn as the thing explodes.
Scheiße!
Otto gets blasted towards the table. Aislinn opens his wings and catches him. He finds his feet and steps forward to pop the card out. He shakes his hand. The whole thing is still hot. You're bleeding. Otto looks down and pulls a sliver of glass out of his chest. Aislinn lays hands on Otto, and soon the bleeding stops. If you knew it was going to blow, why not take the chip sooner?
To record the disaster point, of course.
He hands the chip to Aislinn.
I need to fix this. Lakeisha should be able to read it safely. You had better check with her, see if she can't tell you what happened. Mere information shouldn't do this.
I'll be back. Aislinn ports away to Haven. Sally scoots through the portal in the alley outside of Thurston's office. Jack, Kevin, Sarah, and the guys of the band are all assembled, listening to the reading of the will.
All annuities continue until the trust is empty. The club goes to Jack, and all employees are to be kept on.
A slender woman with dark hair and dark eyes comes into the room, interrupting the proceedings.
Sorry I'm late, Thurston.
Sally, glad you made it. She's granted you a yearly living expense.
Well, isn't that nice of her? Excuse me.
She finds a seat. As Thurston continues, Kevin turns over in the back of his chair and whispers to the newcomer.
Who are you?
Sally Rowe. The letter said this is where you would be.
She shakes hands with Kevin. She winks at Jack. Jack recognizes her even though the look is different. He nods knowingly. Kevin looks to Jack.
Do you know her?
You don't recognize Pink when you see her?
Kevin squints at Sally. Something in the look on her face reminds him of Pink.
Well, that's about it. I'll see you guys in 12 months for annuity payouts.
They shuffle out of the room, everyone wanting to know who the new woman is. Thurston grabs Sally as she gets close.
Give me a minute, Sally.
Sure, you guys go ahead. I'll meet you at Lolo's. I'm starving.
Everyone shuffles out, leaving Sally and Thurston together.
Sally, I just wanted to welcome you to the family and thought you might like to know your annuity for this year pays out today. So if you need anything, just talk to Jack, and I'll take care of it.
He hands her a piece of paper. She looks at it and nods, satisfied with the amount.
Thanks, Thurston. She always thought you were the most honest lawyer around.
He stands a little straighter.
Oh, thank you for telling me. She was one of the kindest people I'd ever met. Which reminds me, the regular work she did is still happening. If you want to be involved as she was, I can give you the schedule.
Thank you, I'd like that.
They shake hands and she walks out of the hall. Jack is waiting.
So, did you leave yourself enough money?
Sally shoves him and laughs.
So will everyone be at Lolo's, or is it just you and me?
Everyone will be there. Come on.
Jack turns his head and looks thoughtfully at her. Kevin was right. She did come back as a sexy brunette. He didn't hate it. Aislinn appears in Lakeisha's office. She is standing distraught over the table. Thane is nearby taking notes.
What can I do for you, Aislinn?
Well, Pink sent out a surveillance token, Starlight, just outside of our system. We were recording the information and it blew up in Otto's machine.
It did what? That shouldn't be possible. Do you have the recording chip, or was it destroyed?
Aislinn hands it to her. She pulls out the pocket scanner and pops the chip in.
It recorded until the explosion. There's a lot of information here. It's going to take me a few to sort it out into something useful. Thane, if you would give me a last minute, we can take care of this.
Thane snaps his fingers and time stops. Lakeisha spreads the map of numbers onto the holographic display. She then lays it over the threads table. The patterns match.
Thane, look.
Yeah, it looks like someone's fiddling with our reality.
An alarm rings out. Lakeisha pops the chip out of the scanner quickly and the alarm stops. Thane snaps back into the regular time. Aislinn looks hopefully back at Lakeisha. So?
This is bad.
How bad? What is this about?
Someone on the other side knows we are watching. They sent power through the surveillance chip and into the crystal, which shouldn't even be possible. It's the same pattern as the reweave here. Thane has frozen the table for now until we figure out this mess. The humans are on their own, I'm afraid. This information requires time, and so I suggest you give Max this chip to analyze. Oh, warn him that it has a malice stamp, and the problem is not mechanical. Just the same, tell him to use low-tech read on this. It will be slower, but working at it from both sides will help us. You will want to let Pink know that her training won't wait if she is going to be ready.
Sally and the rest of Pink's little family sit around a large table at Lolo's. They eat and talk, asking her all kinds of questions.
So tell us how you know Pink, Sally.
We went to Martin Art School together.
Jack nods quietly, ticking off the mental boxes.
You sing, right? That's why you're here, to take her spot? Oh, you can have it if you want. But yeah, I do.
She actually sounds a lot like Pink singing.
Thank you, Jack. You're too kind.
So how have we never met you?
I've been in Europe for about 10 years. The war and all kept me from home.
Everyone bows their head, respectful of what it must have been like.
So you gonna take Pink's old apartment?
No, Jack has me set up closer to the club. What is that street again, Jack?
Samson and Spring, over the ice house.
I wanted to stay on Pierce, but he said he thought it would be better for me to be closer. And the loft at the ice house is nice.
No neighbors.
Not everyone is as antisocial as you, Toby.
Oh, no neighbors is fine with me. It makes it easier to sleep.
Not that you do much of that.
He nudges her shoulder. She smiles and the others exchange glances.
So, Sal, you taking over the rounds?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They'll be glad to see a pretty face again. Pink used to smile and brighten the whole place.
Have you seen the club yet?
Sally shakes her head as she sips.
We are still closed, but it's finished enough we could open tonight if we wanted. Jack says it's not perfect yet.
When do we open again, Jack?
We are a little out of practice. It's been 6 weeks, Pink.
Sally coughs and everyone sits in shock for a second.
Sorry, Sally. Just business as usual, and I forgot.
It's alright, easy mistake. And if you play your cards right, handsome, you can call me anything you like.
Oh, wow.
Jack blushes under his silvery hair. She nods, watching the other's reaction. Now they suspect there's another reason for her to be here. Jack smacks her under the table with his foot. She coughs and straightens up. Sally gets the bill. Everyone thanks her and wishes her well and files back to their business for the day. Sally, Jack, and Kevin stand outside Lolo's smoking.
Real funny what you did in there.
I'm not the one slipping.
Kevin watches them interact, more curious than ever about what she means to Jack.
Come on, let's go to the club and check it out.
Sally hooks arms with one on each side and they walk back. Sally stares sentimentally at the club.
Aww.
Flowers cover the sidewalks, notes, stuffed animals, and other small gifts litter the steps.
God, look at how many people she touched.
Jack raises an eyebrow at Sally. She blushes. He smiles and nods, satisfied.
Kevin, help me gather all these up and take them inside.
Sure thing, Jack.
They walk to the back of the office and turn into Pink's dressing room.
Put them in Sally's dressing room, if they'll fit. Sal, come with me.
They go into his office and close the door.
Jack, you just got the place finished. How is it this messy already?
Cut me some slack. Things have been busy.
It's okay, Jack, honey. I'm just glad to be back. So is my new place set up?
Yep. You got some furniture, but none of your clothes. When I went to get that stuff, it was all gone. Who came for it?
The folks I was working with in hell, I guess.
How was hell?
Same as ever.
You obviously succeeded. So what's your next assignment?
Jack, we're facing an outsider.
That's a new player in the game. Big threat?
Existential, even.
I've got your back whenever you need it, Pink.
No, Jack, cut that out. You know it's gonna bug the kids.
I really did miss you.
When did you get so mushy?
It's been interesting without you here.
Well, I won't be here much. I have training to do.
Starting over is never easy.
I guess. And since I'm starting over, I guess I'll need different clothes anyway.
You don't want me to go with you?
No, I think I'll get Sarah and go shopping.
Jack called Park Street and handed the phone to Sally. Sarah picks up the phone.
Hello? Hi, this is Sally. Well, hello, Sally. What can I do for you? I've just gotten settled and realized my luggage has gone missing. How awful. I could really use some help. Would you like to go shopping and get to know each other? I'd be happy to help out. Great, I'll pick you up in 10. Could you make it 15? I have some things to do before I can go. I'll see you soon. All right then, I'll see you soon.
They hang up.
All right, now call Dexter. Let him know we just need a drop-off downtown. Do you need to test me or anything?
I knew it was you right away.
Well, you have been with me the longest, so it's not that surprising. Oh, and Jack, we're still making the rounds, right?
Of course. Ready for breakfast duty.
Then I'll see you there.
Sally stands outside, waiting for Dexter. He stops and looks at her, sure she was familiar somehow. He just couldn't put his finger on it. Maybe the way she stood. He cranked the window down.
You Sally?
Sure am.
I don't normally give rides to pretty ladies I don't know, but Jack sent for me, so here I am.
I'm pleased as peaches. Do you know Will and Sarah Partry over on Park Street?
Sure I know them. I used to hang out at the club before the fire. They were all anyone could talk about.
Well, let's go get Sarah, and then you can drop us off downtown.
Got shopping to do?
They seem to have lost my luggage.
Well, we can't have a sweet lady like you inappropriately dressed now, can we?
They stop in front of Will and Sarah's. Sarah is still inside. Eric and Will are elbows deep in grease working on the car. The parts are spread out on a tarp in the driveway. Will is cleaning some part with a wire brush. Sally gets out and leans over carefully to peer into the car's open hood.
So how's it coming?
We're just cleaning parts and checking the damage now. We don't really know everything's wrong with it, but we'll get it working soon again.
Sally touches Eric's dirty hand with her white gloved one.
This was a good call. Great job, Eric.
Eric blushed and went back to work. She leaned back and turned to go up the sidewalk and into the house. Sarah met her at the door. She looks at her and hands her the compact mirror from her bag.
Oh my goodness. You have some grease on your face. Must be when you touched Eric. Oh goodness, look at your gloves. Oh dear. Well, I guess I'll just have to put these on the list too.
She takes them off and tosses them in the silver trash can at the corner of the house.
I can't let you go without some fresh gloves. I bet mine'll fit you. I'll be right back.
She came out with a pair of clean white gloves. Sally puts them on and buttons the wrist.
You all ready? Sure, let's go.
Sarah and Dexter smile at one another in the kind of acknowledgement that acquaintances have. He closes the door for them as they get inside. Will comes to the open window.
Take care of my little starling. I'll see you in like what? A couple hours?
Yeah, that should be about right.
Sally, don't push it too hard, yeah?
Of course, Will.
Will kisses Sarah and they drive away.
Sarah and Sally take some time to get to know each other. Will this be Pink's opportunity? Or will this conversation help make up her mind? What will Aislinn and the team find out from the chip? Stay tuned for episode 31 of Chasing Tales, The Dance.